opinions. They have programming. Question everything.
Hey guys and gals, you have finally done it. You survived 4 years of college or more. You walked across the stage. You earned a degree. And everyone tells you, congratulations, your life is about to begin. But then reality hits. You need a job. Rent is expensive. Student loans are coming due. Your friends are taking different paths. Social media makes it seem like everyone else has life figured out. And suddenly the biggest question isn't, what did you major in? It's, what's next? So welcome to Reaction Gap, once again, where our motto is, we question everything. So one thing I've learned is this: graduation isn't the finish line, it's the starting line. The decisions that you make in the first 5 years after college can shape your finances, can shape your career, your relationships, and your future for decades to come. So today we're talking about navigating life after college without letting debt, pressure, or unrealistic expectations define your future. So your first job doesn't necessarily need to be your dream job. One of the biggest mistakes new graduates make is believing their first job determines the rest of their career. It doesn't. Your first job is about learning, building experience, building your resume, developing discipline, understanding how the workplace really actually functions. You may not land your dream job or your dream position immediately, and that's okay. Focus on becoming valuable. Skills, they compound just like investments. The more skills you build, the more opportunities you'll create. Another topic is your first apartment, um, or stay at home. I mean, let's talk about something that's surprisingly controversial: living with your parents. For many graduates, staying home for a year or two isn't failure. It can actually be one of the smartest financial decisions that you make. Think about it. Instead of spending 2000 plus on rent, you could you actually save that money, pay off debt? Last week we had a podcast about expenses and college debt. So maybe check that out. I'll put that at the end of the of this segment so you guys can watch that. Definitely coincides with what we're talking about today. So you can pay off debt. You could build an emergency fund, what if money, invest it. And of course, there are trade offs. You may want independence, privacy, a social life, because you got a taste of that staying at a dorm for 4 years, right? There's no one size fits all type answer. The key is making a decision it's actually based on your goals and not social pressure. I would suggest to start saving immediately. Here's something every college graduate I wish they could understand. Your first paycheck isn't just income, it's an opportunity, right? The earlier you begin saving, the more time your money has to grow. Start now, even small contributions. Better save a little something now than later. As we said in the episode last week, the time to save for retirement was 20 years ago. So I'm giving you a glimpse of the future, because then you'll look back and say, I should have probably listened to situations like that, right? So even small contributions, they matter, right? Because once expenses increase, savings, they become much harder. And student loans, attack those with a plan. Student loans don't disappear. I mean, ignoring them, they're just not going to go away. So create a repayment strategy. Know your interest rate. Pay more than the minimum when possible towards principal, towards the balance. Avoid lifestyle inflation while you're paying them off. Every dollar you eliminate today gives your future, gives you more freedom. Your social life will change. College friendships are built on proximity after graduation. Life scatters everyone around, not just across the strait, but across the country and abroad. Some of your friends are going to move away. Some get married. Some chase their careers. Others travel. Let me travel for a year and then see what happens, right? You may even feel lonely for the first time, and that's normal. Don't compare your life to what you see on social media. Everyone posts the highlight reel, right? The best of the best, right? Very few show that uncertainty. And another topic, should you buy a house? As someone who spent decades in mortgages, I hear this question constantly. Should I buy a house right away? The answer depends on your financial foundation. Do you have stable income? Do you have emergency savings? Can you manage your debt? I mean, are your debt ratios in order? Can you comfortably afford the payment? Buying too early can create stress, especially out of one big event into another, like fresh out of college, right? So waiting too long can delay wealth building as well. So the goal isn't buying as soon as possible. It's buying when you're financially ready. And leading up to this, you have to build your credit the right way. Credit isn't about borrowing money. It's about proving that you can manage it responsibly. Pay every bill on time. That's the single most important thing. Pay every bill on time. Keep your credit card balances low. The norm is 30% or lower. So if your credit card, for example, is $1,000, the limit is $1,000. Your credit card balance should be $300 or less. It's okay to make a minimum payment as long as that limit, you don't exceed that 30%, right? and keep your credit card balances low. Don't finance things simply because you can. You know, good credit, it actually opens doors. You're able to obtain a high credit limit, not necessarily because you deserve it. And deserve is probably a wrong word to use, but um, you know, it opens that door to more credit, and it's your job to stay within your limits. Don't overspend, because that's very easy to fall into. So, but bad credit, on the reverse of that, it closes them. It closes the doors, right? So think of that. There's always a balance. And when should you start a family? Obviously, the mindset today is very different from 20, 30 years ago, or even before that. It changes. You know, lifestyles change. There's no perfect timeline. Some people start families young, as I did. Others wait until they're financially established, and that's okay. The important thing is understanding the financial responsibilities involved. Children, they don't just need love, they need stability. And planning ahead doesn't remove every challenge, but it makes those challenges easier to manage. And another thing, stop comparing yourself. I mean, this generation faces something previous generations never experienced. So it's constant comparison. You know, social media. I mean, every scroll shows someone buying a house, getting promoted, traveling the world, driving a luxury car, launching a startup. Remember this: run your own race. Comparison steals contentment. So your 20s are actually about building. Your 20s aren't about having everything figured out. Building knowledge, building relationships, building discipline, building your income, building confidence. Mistakes are part of the process. Don't just make the same mistakes twice. Try not to. So here's my thought on all this. Life after college, it's not a checklist. There's no one correct path. Some people build careers, some start businesses, some travel, some continue their education, which is smart. Some stay home to save, also smart. Others move across the country. Success isn't measured by how quickly you reach your milestones. It's measured by whether you're building a life that aligns with your values. So I ask you in closing, if you can give one piece of advice to someone graduating this year, what would it be? Leave your comments below. I'd appreciate that. Your experience could help someone else avoid a costly mistake. If you like today's episode, please subscribe to Reaction Gap. Share this video with a recent graduate or someone who's about to become one. Like every single week, I'm picking topics challenging conventional wisdom about money, careers, business, culture. It's on my background here, right? Decisions that change our lives, change your life. So, as I always say, until next time, and our motto is question everything and question often. Remember that your first job will not define your future, but your financial habits, they might. Thank you for all those who made it to the end of this episode. I'll include other related episodes at the end of this. Anything you could do to help the channel, I'd appreciate it. And thank you very much, and have a great day.
Question everything.